Hi, I'm Dana G with The Province. We're here down in front of the brand new Vancouver Convention Centre. We're going to be talking with Mike Holmes of Homes on Home fame. Mike's got a new special and a new series out where he and his crew went to New Orleans and helped rebuild a home that was devastated by the Hurricane Katrina. Now, we all know Mike is a contractor that likes to fix other people's mistakes, but we discovered something else today about Mike. He's a freaking rock star. He said, and there's someone else.
You're going to use this camera?
Use mine. I can Bluetooth it to you.
This one here is not rolling, but the ones in the building are
You guys keep making it right. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Hopefully we'll meet again. You getting back anytime
Oh,
soon?
I'll be back. I love Vancouver. Like to work with your dad? You know what? When I was a little guy like you, I used to build my own go-karts and tree forts, and I worked with my dad too. And we were like working in the basement, and upstairs on the roof. We did all kinds of things. So you're into that too? You got your own tools? That's cool. Give me 5. I like that.
Mateo? Mateo?
Travis.
Yes, I met Travis. This elevator's inside, right?
I guess.
You guys doing the elevators?
Yeah.
We're out here at the new convention center, and I noticed we've got a bit of a crowd.
It's music to my ears. The guys are working away.
Good news, good news. And you said sometimes they like you and sometimes they don't.
Well, the good guys like me and the bad guys don't. So go figure.
So when you're in a building supply store, are you like constantly stopped and asked questions?
Yeah, it just reminds me of being a doctor. My elbow's sore, you know, like, can you look at it? It's, Mike, I'm working on my house. It's the first thing is, hi, Mike, how you doing? I love your show. Hey, can I ask you a question? So it usually takes me about 4 hours to get out of a depot of any type of store, which is not a bad thing. I'll stand there and I'll give them advice.
Switching gears a little bit now, you've got a new special and a series coming out. You went down to New Orleans last year, filmed a special about building, I guess, an eco-friendly house in the lower 9th Ward. And I mean, the most amazing thing watching the special for me was like you're there 3 years after the levees broke and all this devastation of Katrina went through, and it looks like it happened yesterday.
It sure did. 2.5 years later, I flew down there first, and it just all they did was clean up the area, and even then they didn't really clean up the area. The grass was like 12 feet tall, and I saw dead dogs, dead animals. I thought, oh my God, what the hell's going on here? At least Brad Pitt has started something with the Make It Right Foundation, and I'm about Make It Right, and I said, let's make it right together. I'll build the first one. I won't charge. I'll tell the world what happened, and we'll make it right.
But all of a sudden, you guys show up, freshly scrubbed Canadians. What sort of things did you hear from the local residents?
There was a few things. I remember there was a contractor standing on the side of the road, and he says, what, they bring some guy from the up north here? He's going to put the vapor barrier on the wrong side, and I heard him. And I turned around and I said, dude, I don't use vapor barrier, and let me show you new technology. You're going to like what I'm doing here. After a 30-minute conversation with him, he was sold.
You hooked up with Brad Pitt. You both had the catchphrase, make it right. Now, did you ever think in your wildest dreams you and Brad Pitt would be sharing something that close to each other's hearts?
Well, of course not. I'm sure he didn't either. He was walking around thinking, how can I help make a difference here? And then, it clicked into his head. There's a wrong happening here. Let's make it right.
Tell us a little bit about what your personal impressions were of him and your first meeting.
I didn't know what to expect when I first met him, and his wife. I had no idea. I mean, they are the world's largest stars, right? And in truth, they're really down to earth. They're people just like you and me, and they know that. But it's the appearance that everyone has of someone else that's a huge celebrity. They're nice people. They're good people. They're down to earth. I have a whole new respect for them.
You've got this special, and then it evolves into the 6-part series coming out. You've got your regular show, Homes on Homes. You've got Homes Inspection coming up. You're casting for that. You've got a clothing line, books. Now, the question I have for you, when do things get done around your house? What jobs are waiting there for you?
Oh, it's taking me forever to do my own house. It is, and that's just the way it is. I'm too busy doing everything else, and I'm working on it. It's unfortunate that it's going to I'm starting to think maybe 5 years, but, it's business first.
Okay, the final question. What does Mike Holmes say when he hits his thumb with a hammer?
Son of a...